Ladies and gentlemen, in this Diablo 4 video, we're going to go over the best and most efficient way to get our characters to level 100 in Season 4. So no matter what level you're currently sitting at, I got your best leveling strategy in mind here in this video. Also, I made a video a few days back covering all the changes coming to us in Season 4, so feel free to check that out after this if you're interested. But let's go. So the first thing that needs to be brought up is the fact that Hell Tides is now going to be available to us in World Tiers 1 and 2. And this is just one of the few changes that'll be really making a big impact on how we're going to start our leveling process. So this means we're officially out of the domain tunnels meta. We no longer have to spam that, and I personally couldn't be happier to say it. Now, not only do we have that Hell Tide change, but some other things that we need to consider that are affecting our leveling is the itemization change. This will generally be making all of us stronger than ever before way earlier in the game. And on top of that, they changed the amount of experience we earn in the different world tiers. With World Tier 1 staying exactly the same, with no bonus XP gains, World Tier 2 though will have a 50% bonus XP gained instead of its original 20%. Then as we start moving into World Tier 3, we're going to be gaining a 150% bonus XP gain. And finally we have World Tier 4 with a 250% bonus. So we're looking at not only big XP gains, but more of a reason for us to prioritize getting into those higher world tiers as fast as possible. And the shift between World Tiers 1 and 2 has separated even further now, to the point where you don't even want to be staying in World Tier 1 anymore. As soon as you feel like you can leave World Tier 1, see your way out of there, boys. But the point is, World Tier 2 is now going to be our best friend. So with all that being said, from level 1, Hell Tides are where we want to be. There's a lot of additions coming to these Hell Tides. Elites are spawning all over the place. The GTA wanted bar is filling up over time, producing even more enemies spawning all around us. There's a lot going on. Again, if you want more in-depth stuff about the systems, check out the last video I put up. But with the massive amount of enemies we're going to have in Hell Tide, this is what is keeping us out of the domain tunnels. And keep in mind, the Hell Tides in World Tier 1 and 2 won't even be at its peak craziness. It's only going to get more wild as we start walking into tiers 3 and 4. Also, a unique change that was made, and that was brought to my attention by Taco Face leaving a comment, shout out to you my guy, is they actually changed how the mystery chests work in Hell Tides for specifically and only World Tiers 1 and 2. So in those tiers, all the chests will be exactly the same. All of them will be mystery chests with the cost of 100 cinders to open. So in tiers 1 and 2, there are no more amulet, armor, or weapon chests. It's all just the good shit. And when you open these chests, the XP will be scaling with your level, giving you massive XP gains no matter where you are in the game. So big XP from the chests and having plenty of upgrades coming to us passively from the gear we're getting from those chests, all put together is making a very fast leveling process for us. Now moving forward, once you're looking to leave World Tier 2 and get into World Tier 3, probably for most of us, we're looking around level 40-ish, we're looking to go straight back into Nightmare Dungeons. The reason for this change up is because Nightmare Dungeons do get an 80% XP bonus, and this goes hand in hand within the pit as well. So once you hit World Tier 3, go ahead and complete your first round of the Tree of Whispers so you can get your first sigil and get to it. Now Hell Tides will stay in the gameplay loop since this is where you're going to get majority of your living steel, but since we're just focusing on leveling here in this video, this isn't going to help you for that purpose. But from here, it's back into the nightmare grind until about 50 or 55 for most players. And on that note, if you guys find yourself enjoying the video, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe, ring the notification bells. It helps me out very much. Thank you so much, guys. So let's touch on the itemization a bit that was mentioned at the top. We're going to be getting some very powerful items really early on now, since we have the opportunity to temper our gear. So if you get a piece of gear that has decent affixes for your character, or even like really mediocre, but you get lucky on a tempered stat, your DPS output is still going to skyrocket, and you can keep this piece for a very long time. For example, say you get a ring that has like 3 life per second and 5 attack speed. Well, these are pretty garbage stats. But if you temper that item and you get like a 50% increased critical strike chance, well, now you're looking at a serious upgrade all of a sudden. So this stacked with multiple items will give a very large power increase compared to what we were able to achieve in the past few seasons of Diablo. And what's really nice is it's relatively cheap to upgrade and temper low level items. Now from level 50 to 55, wherever you feel comfortable, here we could start looking to get into World Tier 4. And remember, at level 60, you get another huge breakpoint, since this is the level that you're able to start equipping Ancestrals, so don't stress if you're not getting there early. But I know you're all just sweats out there, so level 50 it is. But from here, your next best option will be to farm your strongholds. This is going to be a great starting point for us, because as you try to walk into World Tier 4 early, not only are we getting the benefit of the 250% XP bonus, beautiful, but these strongholds will always scale to +2 of your current level, so you're not going to be encountering the same enemy difficulty as you would be out in the open world. Not only that, but you'll be passively doing something very productive, because there's around 49 nightmare dungeons that'll be locked behind these strongholds. So really, we get to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. And this is a great way to get a bit of XP and loot while double dipping and doing some objectives that need to be done anyways. So once you hit level 60 and maybe you found a few tempered manuals out in the world to upgrade your gear, it's pretty much smooth sailing to level 100 from here. And it's going to be back into those nightmare dungeons we go. Focus on trying to get as close to 10 levels above your own level to maximize the XP in those dungeons. Also remember, we received some buffs on the XP gains from potions from 5, I think it was, to 8%, and I think they're even cheaper now. Also, the top 5 dungeons that I found that will level you the quickest, starting with the best, will be number 1, Sirocco Caverns, then Light's Watch, followed by Surat's Lair, Blind Burrows, and finally, the Champion's Demise. Also, be on the lookout for specific events that will most definitely be worth your time. Specifically, we're talking about the Cursed Shrines, Cursed Chests, and Cursed Wells. You definitely want to find yourself weaving these into your gameplay while leveling. But did this video help you at all? Are you hyped to get back into Diablo 4? Is this patch the savior and what we've been looking for? Let me know down in the comments below. Hit that like button if you liked the video, subscribe, ring the notification bell for more, and I will see you in the next one. Toodles!